Right, we're recording. Yes, we're on.
We are gently back in.
That was a song from the movie Bright. I don't know if we're allowed to put that on the internet. I don't know.
You'll probably get done.
Yeah, I'll just cut that bit out. But anyway.
Hey,
it's 2018. We're back.
We're damaged.
We're definitely back because we went somewhere. Because 2017, we only did one podcast. What happened, Craig?
I got shotgunned to the face with education. That's
me too.
Just.
All right. So before we do anything before we begin, we have to introduce ourselves.
I don't know who we are anymore.
This could be the first time someone's listening. So for the uninitiated, I'm Andrew Beckman.
I'm Craig Wright. And
I'm studying civil engineering.
And together we're a bunch of losers.
Yes. Craig is mechanical. Are you in your fourth year?
I'm finishing off. I've got a couple of units. That's it.
Awesome. I'm fourth year as well. So we're looking to pretty much get on top of this podcast and track our progress towards the end of our degrees.
Yeah, but we've made bold claims at the start of the year before.
we have, but we're changing.
Anyway, we're just having pauses from time to time to sip our alcoholic beverage.
It is Friday afternoon in Australia
because
we've got fans from all over the world, man.
I saw that. Some guy from Brazil. Viva la Mechanical Brazil.
I could check the comments, but I haven't written it down. But there are people from all over the world on the internet commenting, "Oh, thanks for doing this and whatever." I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. We reached people.
We haven't got to the point where we've got negative comments yet.
I'm waiting for a thumbs down.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
We're not that big yet.
I can't wait.
We've got like 6 listeners, maybe.
You know what's going to happen?
2 of them are us.
Yeah, but it's us looking at it like 27 times each. Woohoo!
Yes.
I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that's how we got it. We got to get views somehow, right?
So this is your final year this year?
It is. Like if everything goes to plan, and then so like it actually won't be my final year. Let me just say that.
So it is, but it isn't.
It is like my 4th year. So I've got 6 units, like my academic units, for the core units and all that for the course, and then so I'll do them So I'll do 3 and 3 in each semester. So that'll be done, and then I've just got 5 pracs to do.
5 pracs.
Yeah, 5 pracs. So one of those pracs is the work experience, which I'm already in with my project. We can go into that after.
Oh yeah.
But and one of them's hydraulics 2. Civil systems, which I'm doing the residential school for. Where are we going with this? We're going into our enrollment pattern now.
Pretty exciting stuff.
It is. It does. What am I trying to say here? We go on some tangents sometimes.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do. I just realised we were just deep in this like whole enrollment pattern.
Long story short, you will be done this year, and
so like academic courses, yes. So then I'll have my pracs to finish.
So you got some mopping up to do next year.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, potato potato.
That's what I mean. Like it is kind of my final year, but I've still got to mop up.
You can apply for a graduate position and just say, I've got some practicals to finish off before I get that piece of paper, but I am academically doomed.
Yeah, well, actually, to snowball into my project, I'm doing it with the council.
Nice.
And potentially my work experience could, roll into a graduate position. Because there's actually a lot of work out there, man. Especially for civil engineers. Holla!
God damn it, you well-employed bastards, you. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I'm excited. I've come up snake eyes for nothing for getting an internship for this summer semester. Nothing.
Really? I didn't even apply.
Oh, fuck you.
Dude, I'm just absolutely riding this wave with this project that I'm doing. It's well, in a nutshell, we're just designing a floodway maintenance guide.
Yeah.
And there's a whole process that goes into that, but is it a mic real loud?
No, I'm
my bad.
Drinking lots of beer.
And there's like this whole process that goes into that, but and anyway, like it's just like
you're just riding the wave of the project to get your job.
Yeah, basically, and it's almost like I just feel like I was so worried about it, man. Like last year, I was like, man, I can't even get a research project, man, because I can't even come up with my own one. Like these are just like things that I'm thinking at the time, and then you worry about these things, and but then you just sort of
get there.
Well, you just go through the process that you have to, like through the subjects, and you got to talk to your professors and consult them about a project, and then they'll just be like, oh yeah, we've got something for you. Do you want to do this? This is basically what happened. I was like, yes, I do. I'm on board. Let's go.
So I haven't got any of that. I applied to like an actual squillion amount of internships. No bueno on all of them, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just chill this summer semester. But I'll just do that's just a prac. That's just swinging at the end. So I'll just be like, I'm a graduate.
Just need my work experience.
Just let me turn up and make coffee for a couple of months.
Definitely. Dude, I think it would be wise to get in contact with your professors to see if they know anyone. Because that's what one of my professors was saying. She was basically saying get involved with all the groups, like these concrete societies and all these like little societies, wherever you're interested in. There's all these like little groups. Even on Facebook now, there's all this shit. And get into that, like get into it like that way to even just get your name in there. I don't know. This is just an option, Yeah. I don't know. You've probably already done it.
I did a bit of it, but then I was like, you know what? Summer semester sounds pretty good. I haven't had one off in like 4 years. I'm gonna go ride my bike down some stupidly steep mountains and hurt myself. So check on all of those lists.
Enjoy the freedom.
Yeah, just forget that you're a uni student for 3 months and you're like, whoa.
Yes. Well, that's the beauty about summer semester.
Or 5 months, 4 months, a couple of months.
We finished up at the 3rd of November. That was my last exam. That was the last day of exams. Dude.
Yeah, I finished pretty early in November as well.
Yeah.
And 2017 is a blur, man.
It's a blur.
Oh my God.
It went by pretty quick.
I got past the course that I was dreading out of the entire whole degree, which was Dynamics 2. And whoever was like, I know whoever's listening to this has ever listened or ever attended this particular uni that we go to, you'll know in a mechanical, you'll know that Dynamics 2 is the gateway to hell. Oh my God. You have a deranged lecturer who's 1,000 years old who is abstract as fuck. And, okay, I'll tell you the story.
Yes.
I got pretty much 100% for all the assignments, and they were really hard. Like, just couldn't understand, like...
So for someone that hasn't studied Dynamics 2 like me, civil engineer...
It's just moving stuff.
Yeah, it's moving stuff, which is a hell of a lot complicated.
It's like 3D space. Dynamics 2 is when they start to do three-dimensional space and moving, and I get the subject. I get it really well. Like, it's, it's not overly complex. It's not supposed to be hard, but... some of the stuff, it was like pendulum frequencies in a 3D space hanging off, like... Not even a double pendulum. It was weird. Anyway, so... It was stuff that was barely covered or not covered properly, and he jumped from one topic to the next topic and stuff like that. But I corrected half the syllabus. There's 3 of us in on the forums, at the uni forums, and we're correcting all this stuff, and they're running through full diagrams, and we're doing full working on whiteboards that we did ourselves, and then posted it up. And he's like, "Yeah, great work, blah blah blah." Anyway, I go into the exam and just... I don't know, what's the best word I could say? Shit the bed. I got a potty mouth today. 1.5 a beer and then
it's good.
Potty mouth Craig. And then
his first barbecue.
So anyway, I just fluffed it, and I'm like, oh no, I failed this course, and like, it's going to be terrible, blah blah blah. And I managed to pass by 1 mark. 1 mark out of 1,000.
Oh my God. So what? You basically got 50%.
501. That's what I got. Out
of 1,000. 51%.
I got
501.
50.01 or whatever that percentage. That's how good our math is.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it was tight. So, yeah, it was bad. Sorry.
Yeah, all good, man. Because my voice is recording so loud, and yours is like this quiet. It's like you're in the background.
I'm really quite close up onto it.
Maybe I don't know what's with the settings. But yeah, man, I haven't. It feels like mine is so loud.
You're gonna have to edit this out.
Is that my? Oh, I think I was turning up my microphone, then not yours.
There you go.
That's yours.
That's your potato.
There you go. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're just Amateurs here.
You'll cut this, right?
Amateur content. That's what YouTube is.
They'll be like, I can't hear, he's whispering.
Yeah.
Long story short.
Wait, subtitles, guys. Captions on.
Yeah, so I passed by 1 mark out of 1,000.
Oh, dude.
And
you did better than me.
All my soldiers around me they fell to the sword that is dynamics 2. Like they a couple of them just barely missed by 2 marks.
Dude.
Yeah.
Were they could they because I thought there was a thing where you could, if you only just failed, you could get a supplement exam.
Yeah, I think they did, but it was such a reach around for. It's just such a weird exam format that even this sub, I'm being told, is just too hard.
Oh, really?
Well, it's not hard. It's actually quite easy, but it's abstract. It's nothing to do with what we studied and in the way that we studied it, and there's no real good examples. It's just a typically piss poor. It's they tried to. I see what he was trying to do. He was trying to employ an educational 3-period mid-scheme program where self-learning, self-teaching thing, and it's in engineering. It's always a disaster. We need to know the fundamentals of the topic, and then we can work our way up. But if there's not foundation there, you're just like, I have no idea what's going on. So
no, dude, I totally agree. Far out. So you passed anyways.
I passed by 1 mark.
1 mark. That's a win.
You know when they say, you have to know, winning's winning, an inch or a mile? Mine's like a millimeter or a mile. Yeah. That's
well, dude, I didn't get through MATLAB again. Dude, I need to just put more work in.
Again?
Yeah, bummed. It's all good, man. It's all good.
I feel bad.
Nah, it's all good, dude. I've just got to work a bit harder this time. Put more effort into it. But, it's all good.
This is your last attempt at it this year too.
Yeah.
You only get a couple of goes at the one course, don't you? Do you have Wandell? Was he brutal again?
Yeah, he was. But
it's all good. Say his name, eh? Just have that beep.
Nah, it's all good, dude. I just got to recalculate, boom, and go back.
I still remember me, Jimmy, and Brendo late at night, 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, man.
Spacebar's worn out on my laptop. I had to buy a new laptop because of that course.
Yeah, well, MATLAB is coding for anyone that's listening. You know, like that's our course that we have to do, and it's a coding course, and it is just crazy. It really is. Like the hand calculation side of it is bananas easy. It's just like putting that into the computer and getting that to work. You have to understand the program, basically. If you don't understand the program, you don't know how to do it.
It's time. It's so much time.
It is.
It's not only that though. The shit that he's asking. I remember he was asking us for stock predictions, like design coding to do all these stock prediction stuff. And I'm like, are you kidding me, man? Like, there's so many different variables and all crazy bloody exponential growth of and you're like you're writing your code, and then it's like then he'll change it. He's like, you have to use this other type of formula and you need to set it this way, and if you don't get it exactly the way he wants it, and some of it's like not actually referenceable, you can't find where the hell this stuff. He's just on his own little advanced mathematics tangent, and you're like, dude, we're not math professors. We're pretty good, but dang, I don't even know. There's like there's words I had when you're getting the dictionary out to figure out what the word it is that he's trying to. You're like, I don't know what are you talking about.
Yeah, there are some crazy things. Like if we just even like read just some of the questions that the things that we have to calculate. Yeah. They're actually quite crazy, like that people have actually figured this shit out before us, you know, and they've developed these methods for us to go back and learn, you know, through this school program. But it is quite amazing. Yeah. But like when they make it really hard, and just I think really hard is probably a great way to describe it. It's like you need to learn. You've just been taught how to crawl. Now run, Billy, run. Yeah, you know, like I can't run. I'm still crawling. But well, you get like some dudes that nail other courses with HDs, and that's like the highest grade you can get here. and then they're just passing these courses. You're like, what is going on here?
Dude, I just scraped through.
Yeah.
I got like an A.
Well,
or
yeah,
something
like
that,
yourself. I'm no perfect frigging grades.
Yeah.
But you I know yourself, you're always 6s and 7s, man.
Yeah. No, not last
It's pretty rare. It's pretty rare for you to get like a 4.
I've got 2 4s, and it was both from the same lecture.
Well, there you go. Like, it's pretty rare.
Yeah. Oh, brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal.
Man. But it's like a pattern. You start noticing it, you know, it's like, what's going on? But, you know, you sort of got to bite the bullet and just get through some of these subjects.
You're gonna be exposed to a lot more of that when you get out too. It's just
it's a nice learning curve though. It's sort of, I don't know, it is nice. It's cool.
Well.
We're just learning. That's what we're doing really. At the end of the day, we're just learning.
Yeah, well, I just want to be finished learning, if that's all right. I'm cooked.
Learning's forever.
I'm cooked. I'm seeing your like USQ calendar in the background there, and it just fills me with dread. All the crossed out lines, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all crossed out. It's the same as mine. My wall, I'm like, I don't want to tear it down until I get my new one. But
well, it's got the first 2 months of this year, so because then it rolls into the first semester.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can you even remember your first semester last year?
Like the subject I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Well, not. I couldn't remember any of the content.
No.
Like some of it, if I look back at it, but not now.
I turned up. That's about it.
There was a really good meme the other day. I saw it was something about. It was. Oh, damn! I should have wrote this down because it was really good, and I brought it up, and I'm just gonna butcher it right now.
Okay, go for it. Butcher that meme. Butcher it.
Butcher that meme. It's so important. But it was like something along the lines of, like people learning maths and it being hard and stuff, and then it's like engineers have like forgotten. Yeah, see, I'm butchering this. I've forgotten completely.
They've forgotten about
more than they've learned. Oh, something. I'm killing this.
Oh,
I'm
you
murdering
are.
it now.
Yeah,
I may as well go to prison for meme killing. Meme murder, man.
Meme murder. Rhymes.
It's terrible. I should have wrote this down, or should have saved it. Dude, you need to get Instagram.
Instagram.
Yes.
Do I though?
Yes.
So little distractions.
Absolutely.
So many distractions these days.
Absolutely. Instagram is the best.
I know. This is Grams and it's Insta, but
Instagram is awesome, man. There's heaps of engineering pages you can follow.
Is there?
Oh, absolutely. There's like civil engineering discoveries. I'll just type in engineering.
I'm not really like a YouTuber, follower, subscriber to like different channels and stuff. I find that pretty cool.
Yeah.
I keep up to date with a few kind of like blacksmithy stuff and like machinist stuff like Click Springs or Alex Steele or whatever.
Alex Steele?
Alex Steely.
What's that?
Alex Steely's a blacksmith in the UK. He's like this really young dude that blacksmiths stuff. He specializes in Damascus steel. There's folded steel that's got all kind of pretty patterns in it. And he's just wailing on steel all day long and just making shit. And you're just like...
That's sick.
You can just put it in the side and you just leave it to the side while you're doing stuff on your computer and just... Pretty much what hopefully people do with this. They just listen to us burble.
Yeah, dude, that's what I actually read one of the comments, and this guy was saying that he just listens to this while he was studying.
Yeah,
because like he can relate to what we're going through.
Oh, so much relating.
Yeah, he was just like, oh man, like I totally relate to you guys. I just listen to this while I'm studying. He said something along these lines, and it's just like, that's kind of cool.
Sometimes I just listen to myself.
Just chuck the podcast.
No, just me talking.
Oh.
I am the podcast.
You are. Yeah, dude.
I do your voices as well. I haven't lost my mind this year at all. But I think my goose is cooked. I just want to get this thing done and get out. It's time to go make some money. I've been poor for 6 years. So.
Oh, me too. I'm enjoying it. But that's what family's for, man. You get some love.
Family.
Oh, you got to get the love, brother. Get that love, and it makes it 10 times as easy.
Yeah, MATLAB's my family.
Yes.
Oh, MATLAB.
Yeah, man.
I got. What have I got left? I've got the thesis thing that we have to do this year.
That's
I got approval for that. Which
is
good.
Thesis. There's many words for this. Like
Project.
I get confused. There's there's thesis, dissertation,
worst year of your life,
research project. Like there's many different words. I got confused with this.
Final probing.
Final probing. Yeah, many. But there are many ways to say this final research project.
Our final year.
So What is that?
Part.
Yeah, it's our research component of our degree. So if you're doing an honours degree, like we are, you have to do an X amount of research, and our research is over 3 courses actually, which is our first one is, what is the first one?
Introduction to Research Methodology.
That's it. And then that's basically setting up your research proposal.
Yeah.
And then the second one is your research methodology, which is like your first part of your project, preparing what you're doing. And then the second part is like finalizing it. Yeah. And then we go to the headquarters, our uni headquarters.
Hand our form in.
Hand it in. Well, no, we don't hand it. No, we got to give the presentation on our findings first. It's a 15-minute presentation.
That's not marked, though. That's just like a prac.
Well, yeah, it's a prac, but we still have to do it, which is nerve-wracking as AAF.
Oh, did you do your first one? You have to do your mini one, a practice run the year before. Did you do that one?
No, that's what we have to do in the...
No, you had supposed to do that last year.
Oh, yeah, I've done that. Yeah, you go there and you watch the previous students.
Yeah, and then you do one.
The year before you students, sorry. Yeah, and then you got to review them, and that
was a long week.
Yeah, because you have to do that together with the research methodology.
Yes,
that's the first one.
Yes,
those 2 go hand in hand. So you have to do 4. So
no, you do research methodology, and then you do research 1, research 2, and in research methodology, you have your prac where you have to go do your initial presentation of just anything you feel like.
Okay,
and it's just practice getting up there and getting it done.
Oh, okay. Like no, I never did that.
You never did that one?
Ooh. Well, we didn't have to do it then.
Yeah, you did.
I've already done research methodology.
Oh, well, it's fine.
Yeah.
But your prac for it, though, there's a prac for that.
Yeah, I've done the prac.
Yeah, where you mark the final year students and how they go and stuff like that. Yeah. So you have to go do that, but you have to get up there and present as well. There's a presenting factor that you do your trial run. I think I did windmill turbine BALI rates or something. It's pretty cool. Like windmills on fire. I think I talked to you about it.
The worst thing is about presenting, actually, because I am terrified of fucking going in front of an audience
I'm not good.
And talking.
Yeah.
But, you got to do it. And it's like actually the number one fear of human beings, man. It's worse than death. People are feared to speak in front of people. Public speaking.
Than death?
Yeah, it's like a new statistic out. You can look it up. Just go on the internet and look it up, I guess. Pause this, whatever.
Fear of public speaking.
Yeah, and...
worse than death.
Yeah, it is crazy, like, but because you don't have to do it. But you have to die.
Yeah.
So
choice.
Yeah. But yeah, like it is fearful. But like the thing is, I find it's like jumping in the water, man. You don't want to do it at first, but as soon as you get in, you're like, fuck. But then you're like, oh, this is alright.
It's not too bad.
It's not so bad.
I don't know. I went to the coast, and it was a cold day, and I jumped in, and I was with my girlfriend, and she's like, when she's like, oh, yeah, it's all right now. It's all good. I'm like, nah, it's still too cold. Nope.
Dude.
Wim Hof method is not working for me. Dude. I knew you were going to do it. I knew it.
Yes.
I'm breathing. I'm out there hyperventilating, trying to get getting the juices flowing. Nope. I was cold. I stayed cold. I got out, and honestly, I had no penis. It snapped off. Again,
that's part of the whims.
It's the method.
That is the method. You've reached the highest level.
So we got a big year. We got a big year ahead of us.
We do, man.
Researching and studying, and are you going to put a lot of effort in? What's your goal? Are you going to go mad style on it? You're going to have like the best research paper?
Yeah, well, this is actually going to be implemented into the standards, the guide, if it all goes through. This is a part of the big. It's part of this bushfires and natural hazards research group.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a part of this, and then what we're looking to do is to design a floodways like maintenance guide for the council to use as a guide, basically, so they can be efficient in their asset management.
Right.
That's because
the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. We're utilizing this basically this program that's a deterioration model, and it's an asset. I don't know how much I can talk about this actually.
Yeah. You're doing stuff.
Yeah. But anyway,
making things better.
Yeah, well, we're doing
having a standard. You're doing a standard though, right? Really?
Well, we're doing it in. We're using the Oz roads and the Vic roads as a guideline, using the bridge inspection. guides as a floodway, because the floodways are just a cheap bridge in a rural area that they can't really afford to put a bridge there, because it's not worth it to them, economically or whatever the factors that they consider. Yeah, so that's the reason why they put a floodway there. And then we're basically focusing on this guide, but we're doing it for these. We're taking on these areas that are already got damage already, that have been impacted by events, and we're taking all this information in and creating basically like these conditions that we can implement into our deterioration model, and then it spits back out to us like these educated guesses on where to spend your money, on how to build it back up to standard
that you set.
That we are setting.
Yeah, we just set the standard insanely high and no one can reach it. You're like,
yeah, but it's
gold line.
this is only a very small part what I'm doing. Basically, all I'm doing, it sounds all fancy and all this with all these words and that and this and that, and this model and deterioration,
That's what we do. We're engineers. Well, nearly. We have to sound fancy.
What it is, in a nutshell, is I'm just data collecting for this artificial intelligence model.
Cool.
That's smarter than me. All I need to do is just go get the data, because it needs data. And I'm going to go get it.
It's easy.
That's my mission.
And then you're going to write about it. So
yes.
What's your predicted page count? How many pages are you going to crank out? Because I've seen 89 pages to 267 pages monstrosity on these past papers that I've been seen hand in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's just I'm just going to write. I've got to go through the literature, which is the standards and all the other stuff that I've got to go through, all the information I'm getting from the university and the council.
Yep, your literature review.
Yep, that's it.
Ugh.
And it's just reading through a bunch of stuff and a lot of reading and taking
Harvard
notes,
referencing,
and summarizing.
Pretty much summarizing should be called. I'm rewording it so it doesn't look like plagiarism.
Please. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm doing a human-powered vehicle.
Sick.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Human-powered vehicle. Is this like the Flintstones?
Yeah. I'm like, really? 6 years of work.
Like human-powered...
Flintstone car. I don't know, man.
Nah, bike?
I'm probably thinking a bike, eh?
It's what sort of bike?
They're just make a human-powered vehicle work. And I'm like, shit, okay. So I'm just going to have to see the limiting factors on why people aren't using human-powered vehicles. Why are we not pushing all everywhere? Yeah,
well, what if you could create some sort of mechanism that made it easier to pedal and stuff, so it wasn't as labor intensive to ride around? So
I reckon, honestly, a wind sail.
A wind sail?
Yeah, unless you get a headwind. But no, that's a terrible idea.
I guess you could just add batteries to the thing, I guess.
Yeah, you can make it electric assisted or something like that. But again, I think the biggest factor for the human-powered vehicle problem would be traffic. People trying to gently run over you with their car in traffic.
Well, dude, what if you could design it so you're basically how you are
car-proof?
No, how? Oh, yeah, definitely car-proof. That's a good design.
Oh, bang, done. That's my year done.
Or no, you got to design it so it's like a unicycle, but it's balanced. So when you're riding it, you can still be in that space of standing up, you're walking, but you're just walking way quicker.
Yeah, but what is it You remember it's
got
to
a
appeal to
Segway.
The general population, and most of the general population in Australia are raving alcoholics, so I'm not going to get through it. No, I'm joking. Says the guy drinking
These are
beer.
just the worst ideas I could think of.
I'm thinking probably what you said, carproof. Done.
That's what you said.
Did you get hit by? Oh, did I?
I just repeated it.
Ah, okay. Carproof.
Carproof.
I'm gonna, yeah, let's do that. I'll have a roll bar on it or something, or roll cage, or some side impact. Keep them down low, maybe seated with a roll cage or at least a bash bar on the side.
What if it was a bike that couldn't flip? It was inside the roll cage, so it was just basically like a ball that you're rolling in, and it can go whatever angle. Like
a hamster ball?
Yeah.
Did you imagine that? You get punted by a car into the Brisbane River, and you're just slowly drowning in your cage of death.
No, it floats.
Hamster wheel. It does float as well?
Yeah, because
how do you breathe?
What? I haven't thought about that yet.
And that's why hamsters die.
No, you'd make the panels out of something that would, you could trap the air in. So when it did go in the water, it would float.
Yeah.
So you can make it a carbon fiber or something like this, and just make them big enough to trap enough air to keep it buoyant. Obviously.
Yeah.
So when it did go in the water, you didn't
It would
sink.
just reverse itself back up.
Yeah, but you still get wet, but you're in the water. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can still pedal and shit. Like, you're still pedaling. It's kind of like those Zorbs. Zorb balls, but
imagine
you
being
can
in a
pedal
Zorb
in
ball
it.
out in the middle of the ocean. You're like, hello.
Yeah. But you can pedal in it, so you can like guide it around. And then you can go onto the you can go on the dirt as well, man. Like, you can pedal. It's got wheels.
What an over complication of a
That's
of a
sick,
design.
guys. That's the sickest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, how hard would that be?
That's good. Gives you something to do.
Yeah, you something to do because I don't have enough to do. Full-time job, full-time uni. Woo!
Why not? Ideas.
I'm
These are
thinking
the
just
worst
make
ideas.
it car-proof, dude. Just put roll bars on it. I'm going to put 2 bars.
Okay.
Just keep it simple. I got to 3D model it. I got to run hand calculations.
Sick. How big's your 3D modeler?
It's going to be... I'm going to have to use like AutoCAD or something because Creo doesn't work properly with it. It's going to take days just to run the models. So it has to be pretty basic.
So, far out. Please elaborate on this. This is exciting. 3D printing's awesome. We were talking about this last time.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put it in a 3D. I'm gonna 3D print it into it, and then test it in a wind tunnel as well. I think my lecturer who's supervising me is going to help me out with that. But just lots to do. You got to run a 3D finite and element analysis of the thing. Is where you run a computer model, basically the same as the model that you're running. Just it's a theoretical model, saying theoretically it'll snap in half and kill 3 people. You're like, cool, okay, well I'll redesign that. But before you get to that stage, you run your hand calculations, and then you run your finite and element analysis, and then you 3D print it for testing in a wind tunnel if that's what you want to do, and then make the thing and then test it.
That's awesome.
I'm going to make a bike.
That's awesome.
I'm going to make it.
It's pretty sick that you can just make it on the computer, right? And then just be like, yep, print.
Yeah, I'm going to make a jig at home, and I'm going to make this stupid bike thing, and I'm going to run it over with my car.
Bit of an impact test?
Oh, it's going to be good. I'll probably put it back.
So what are you making it out of?
Yes.
What material do you use?
I don't know. I haven't got that far yet.
So like
aluminium?
What can you print it? Like, what do you have to use in the printing cartridge?
I'm going to only print a 1/10th scale of the thing. I'm going to print it out in PLA or something like that.
PLA, what's that?
It's a poly something plastic. It's a cornstarch plastic.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be, I'll print it out on like 1/10th scale 3D model, and then put it in the wind tunnel because the wind tunnel's not full size.
Yeah.
So,
wait, how are you going to do that with a fan? Or an exhaust fan or something?
Oh, no, the uni's got a wind tunnel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man, they got a big, giant wind tunnel out
Where
the back.
at? Toowoomba?
Out the back.
Toowoomba at Springfield?
Out the back, mate.
Out the back, mate.
You just got to go out the back. You haven't done the drunken wander around campus? You've got to do it, man. You find so much cool stuff. There's a gym there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I found it. It was good. And they're like, hello. I'm like, okay. I'm not going here again.
No.
This is a terrible gym, but it exists. But, yeah, no, they actually got an ultrasonic wind tunnel, which I want nothing to do with because that sounds too hard. But like, just
that sounds way better.
Yeah, but you know, just there's so much you can do in 1 year. We have a lot to do. You've got a lot to do. You've got 6 subjects to get through, young man.
I'm good.
Young man.
I'm good. I'm getting through. So,
I got 5, and 2 of those are my projects. So.
All right, so you only got 5.
I only got 5.
5 to go, and then you're done.
Out of 32, I've got 5 little soldiers left.
5 little
soldiers. I got a hand. I'm gonna get it down. I got it down to my hand.
I haven't quite got that yet.
Oh my god, it's such a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you get below 10.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
That was nice.
Yes.
I honestly thought that had another year left in me. I thought I was going to go to the 7-year mark, and 1 mark got me over.
Oh.
Because it sets up for everything else. You can't do this and this and this and this unless you pass Dynamics 2. And I'm like, I'm never going to pass Dynamics 2. I'm such a fucking loser.
That's how I feel about MATLAB.
You shall not pass. God damn it. Gandalf, you fuck.
Yeah. Shave that beard.
Yeah, so
hipster.
We got a big year. We got a big year of talking and stuff and uni and...
Yeah. Well, we're actually going to try to stick to the podcast this year. We were a bit of a...
We won't.
We did an annual podcast.
We will.
We did an like an annual series.
Annual once podcast.
It was a once off.
that's
A one and done. We came back strong though. We're coming back strong 2018.
You know what? I feel like I'm on the downslide now. I've got over the hump. I really feel like I can just put my feet up and write a book report and make a bike and, do some quality work, but at the same time,
dude, I was just thinking.
I'm good.
That is good. You feel good about being in the last year.
I'm forged in fire. You know when you come out the other end and you're a little different.
You're a bit bitter.
You're a little kooky. Got a little chip on the shoulder. You're like,
feeling better about yourself.
You've wasted a big chunk of your younger years, and you're like, you know what? I'm pretty much forged in fire now. If I can get through that, I can do just about anything. I don't care.
That is a good mentality to have too, because a lot of people, I think, go through uni and they get to the end and go, oh, why did I do that? Well, just think about all the things you learn. All the things that you learn about yourself, pulling through the thick, the hard, the easy stuff. It's how you go through the hard and come back.
Yeah.
Like when you reach a failure, you reach a breaking point. Whatever the case may be. It may be a subject. It could be anything, and then it's how you rebound from that. Is ultimately like you can learn a lot about yourself.
You could rebound, or you could just take let the world jump all over the top of you, and it's going to keep doing that. So I'm going to jump all over uni. I'm going to take what they've given, and I'm going to out uni the uni. I'm going to make my own company, and we're going to make really flying frisbee bikes. Zorball bikes that you want to make. And it's going to be great. And I'm going to make a shit ton of money, and I'm going to go buy my own university, and I'm going to make myself the dean, and everyone gets free uni.
Yes.
Take that, uni.
Take that.
You can come to my uni. It's going to be called
Holla.
Craigville. Everything's going to be good.
We might have Australian Craigslist.
Yeah. It'd be Craigslist. It'll just be a list of people I think should get a uni degree. There you go.
Don't they have free uni?
This is why we don't drink when we do podcasts.
Oh, we're one beverage in.
True.
I was actually going to suggest, do you want another one, man?
I could go one more. And then
they're only just one standards.
Are they? Yeah, I've probably got one more left in me.
Can you keep the people entertained for a moment?
Okay. I do. It's actually difficult. What's that? No. Beer. That's what I want, beer. So it's just me and the world. So talking to myself here in the middle of the backyard while I get a beer. Baby brain is a thing, I've been told. Baby brain is a killer of uni students, because if you get pregnant, you're female, obviously. You get pregnant and you get baby brain. How do you survive university? Because baby brain's a real thing. Like they say that you don't get stupider, but you just get a little bit more distracted based on the hormones.
Okay, so baby brain.
Baby brain.
So that's getting distracted because of the hormones? Because
of the difference in the hormones. Yeah, you're pregnant. So
wow. So that's a real thing.
I don't know. I've never been pregnant yet. So
yeah, it's like dudes talking about pregnancy. Like what the?
Yeah. So could you imagine that? You're at uni. You're paying lots of money. You got pregnant.
Well, do we have a friend that happened? This happened to?
It's a loose story on reality. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're filling your car up full of unleaded, and it's a diesel.
Oh no! Did this
baby brain?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so how do you go to uni like that? How do you cope with life? And then you've got to do advanced calculus. Nah, it's not gonna work.
Advanced engineering mathematics was about as far as my brain stretched.
I loved it.
With
loved it.
Calculus and all that. I was just like mind blown and happy that I got through it, and now I've forgotten everything.
You'll get it. It's amazing. Like, I went back and started doing AutoCAD, and I hadn't touched it for like 4 years. And you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like,
are you trying to use it like another program? And it's like, no.
Nah.
You should remember this, Craig. Remember your teaching. You're like, nope. I'm gonna keep making that thing.
Well, you know what? I underappreciate the power of Excel.
Really?
Yes. Oh. I do. Like I sometimes go, shit, just Excel. This is boring and annoying. But I'm like, this is awesome. Like, the things you can do.
It goes deep, doesn't it?
Yeah, whoa, it does.
I can't do it. I just don't appreciate it. I do, how do I put it? I delved in Excel. I used a lot of its formulas and started doing some silly stuff on it. It works. It's simple.
Yeah.
But
it's a good starting point at least.
I
don't know. It depends what you
want
to use.
It's a lot of work to get anything to work properly. It's a lot of work.
True.
Like, there's better software out there if you want to run mathematical problems.
Okay, yeah.
But
I'm talking about just basic, like
if you want to work
skill
out
work and
your
this
daily
and that.
budget or something like that.
Yeah, just basic stuff like that where you can really utilize
how much you've
it.
lost in Bitcoin.
Oh no, that is a hot topic right now, right?
Dude, I got lost in Bitcoin. It was awesome.
Yeah?
Cryptocurrency and me. I went to Bali for a holiday. Beautiful. Like right before the volcano erupted. It was trampoline and smoke. Got a great discount though. Put my life at risk for a great discount.
When was this?
This was like November. This is the day after I finished exams. I just got on a plane. Like, this is what I honestly did. I stepped up, walked straight to my house. So I'm going to Bali, and the girlfriend's like, "Me too." And we just like went to Bali the next day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in Bali." Woo!
That is awesome.
So,
spontaneous trip.
Yeah.
That is living.
I bought pants. That's it. I just bought pants. I didn't bring anything. I think I stole the toothbrush. You know the little complimentary toothbrush and toothpaste you get from the plane? That was my hygiene for the week. I'm like, woo,
dude, that
Bali.
is the best.
And you know how people like go to Bali and they're like, oh, we went to Bali and I partied so hard. I didn't. I just rode around on scooter and got drunk by myself mostly, and just snuck into thousand. You know, there's like infinity pools in every good restaurant or hotel or whatever has an infinity pool. I was just sitting in those drinking alcohol.
What's an infinity pool for? People don't know.
It's like a pool that just goes off into the horizon. It just cuts away into the horizon. And it looks like the water touches the edge of the world, basically. It just goes on forever. You know, like there's no border to the...
I'm just imagining that. You should have said that.
Yeah.
That would have been way better.
It was an infinity pool.
The better, just describe it.
It's just...
A pool that just goes into the sunset. You can see the horizon.
Yeah, you're in H2O. It's mildly warm. You're getting burnt by the sun. You're drinking really hot, cheap alcohol. And there's... some Swedish backpacker next to you called someone, and you're just like, hello, and they're like, go away, creepy man. And you're like,
where's your partner?
Okay. Oh, she's there too. But yeah, dude. Anyway,
That's
what was I talking about?
The infinity. I wanted you to describe the infinity pool. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So I'm over in Bali, and I've lost it. What was
my bad. You were in the pool sitting there
after uni.
I'm so sorry, dude.
It's gone. Yeah.
I've got so many questions interrupting your thoughts. How rude of me. My bad.
Oh, so I'm in Bali. What was I talking about?
So you were talking about you went straight there, you had a pair of pants, and then you were zipping around on scooters. Then we got to the hotel, you were chilling, drinking dirty, yucky alcohol, and then you're in the infinity pool. And then I was like, wait, what's the infinity pool?
Yeah. But I can't remember what my point was, though. My original point.
I think there was something like along those lines. My memory is shot, though. We aren't drinking beer.
Oh, dude, this is so bad. This is not going to work. I went.
Good old Forex Gold Australian beer.
It is a good time. So I went to Bali and had a good time there, and it was a good retreat from life. I guess that I don't know what the original story was for, but it was. I went there and it was fun and came back.
Dude, that's awesome. A retreat from life.
Yep, just got the hell out. So I think doing that and seeing the different socioeconomics, people can live on like $5 a day. And it's the same as Nepal, you know, and they're struggling on $0. And you're just like, uni's not that hard, man. Just chill out.
Oh, dude, I love that perspective.
It's probably a different story than I started with, but I think I came around full circle.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think you went on a good... I think you deviated, or if we deviated...
Yeah, we
did.
Yeah.
You eventually were going to get here anyway, because, like, that sort of living...
baby brain.
Baby brain, we're talking about that.
We were talking about baby brain. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so... Yeah.
But yeah, just living on, like...
That's the biggest issue.
Just what you need. The things that we need.
Do you have like the oldest T-shirts ever? Like, I looked in my T-shirt section, and honestly, I have probably bought like 5 T-shirts since I started uni. I've got holes in everything. Like these pants. Check out these pants, right?
He's standing up right now, showing me his leg, and the front pocket has got holes in it.
This is like I stitched these back together at night because I'm too cheap to pay $20 for a pair of pants.
Dude, that's good, man. Like
terrible.
I used to be really materialistic. I was really focused on what word was on my clothes. I used to be really like that. But through uni and just life experience, you sort of really, like you were saying, you get a different perspective. You know, you went there. I haven't really been anywhere to actually experience it, but just through research and just getting exposed through different knowledge through university and this and that, you know, you sort of gather your own perspective and your own appreciation for things that you really need to live in this world. Like, you don't need this fancy this and that.
Dude, do you have your passport yet?
No. Dude. I'll tell you the truth, man. I've only been on a plane twice, and that was there and back to Rockhampton, and that was because
They're scary as hell, man.
There was
your first plane trip. I was like 25 or something from the country, which just speaks volume of how old I am now. But I was 25 and I got on the plane and went, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm looking around. You look around like like a squirrel. You just like head on a stick. You're just like, what? You're darting around like you've had Red Bull, and you're just like, I don't know. And you grip the seat.
The adrenaline.
Yeah, it's great.
Heartbeat rises.
And now when you get on a plane, you just start sleeping because it's just like, just be over. But no, dude, I thoroughly encourage you to get your passport and find the cheapest, easiest bargain basement discount place you can, and just jump on a plane and go there.
Yeah, you reckon?
Just go.
It's not too dodgy?
It's not. Yeah, it's always dodgy. Everything in life is dodgy. I'm guessing the guys who made this beer is dodgy.
Maybe.
Like,
we're not there.
There's a risk in everything. There's a risk driving here, but...
Wow. Yeah, dude. I wish I wish I could. Like, how much were flights?
$200.
$200.
Go to New Zealand or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just pack up and go.
Don't even pack. Just pants.
Just pants. Buy stuff when you go there.
Get your... You'll see.
Do this.
You'll get your passport and you'll just be like... Oh, sweet. I'm going to get a stamp in this thing. And then they don't stamp it, but whatever. But you get your passport and you're just like, I need to use this. It's like buying a calculator for me. I need to use this. That's how much of a nerd I am. But you're just like, yes, this is a ticket to ride. I can go anywhere in the world. Okay, I'll go around the corner to New Zealand from Australia.
So it's just like when you have that freedom once you have that.
Yeah, I went to Dunedin, return for $180, which is South Island.
So basically, if you can get there and figure out somewhere to stay for pretty cheap,
sleep in a tent, rent a car, sleep in a tent, sleep at a hostel. You go somewhere like
so you can take your own tent.
Yeah,
dude, this is sick. I've never really ventured like this. We went camping.
Borrow a tent
with my family. We used to go down to Melbourne. We used to drive down to Melbourne from Brisbane, man, or from here, Ipswich, and it would take us a 2 weeks round trip, man, and we'd stop along like Dubbo Zoo and Canberra. We'd go to the Parliament House and Coffs Harbour.
Yeah.
And like all these places, you know, you'd stop just Tamworth. We stopped there.
Just making memories.
Yeah, just all these places. I was only a kid at the time. You don't really think too much. You're just like, oh, this is a different place. You know, you take a photo with your camera that's like that disposable one that's like
the windy up thing. Yeah, so you make
it's like got cardboard on the fucking side of it. And like it's all wrapped in cardboard.
And you're so set on making this photo. This is going to make the trip. This is going to be the best photo ever. And you take it and it's just junk.
Yeah,
so
dude,
throw it away.
It's terrible. You just have those photos.
Do it, man. I honestly encourage anyone, because you're under so much stress. Because you don't realize how much you're stressed out and how much you're under the pump and how much pressure you put on yourself until you step away from it. And that's why I always just try to go somewhere, go do something, and just get away, you know?
Yeah.
Just shake it off.
Dude.
Come back to being an actual human being.
Yeah.
And go overseas.
Yeah.
Go to Sri Lanka or just go wherever, man.
Well, dude, for me, like, I don't quite go overseas at the moment. I've been just smashing hikes.
Yeah,
I've been hiking, man. Like, I went out to Flinders Peak last weekend. Before that, it was Mount Blaine. Before that, we went out to Mount Maroon.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, we went out to Mount Cordeaux, Bear Rock, and then we did like Mount Morgan's Walk all in one day.
That's a big walk.
White Rock. Far out, man. We've been on some heaps. We went out to National Lamington Park and did some mad, like the Shipstone Circuit out there. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And like you really get back to like being just a person and a human being and just being in nature.
You just shake it off.
There is something weird about it, and it might sound woo-woo to the people that aren't really into getting out and about, but there is something that when you do get back to nature and just being out there. There is something about that. I can't explain it really.
Yeah, I definitely understand because I've done all of those things that you said and all those tracks, especially the Cordolo is just awesome.
Oh, Cordo's so nice. Up in Cunningham's Gap there.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
Kind of scares because I'm scared of heights. But
it's beautiful, man. That is right on the we're actually we are in the Great Dividing Range.
Yeah.
Boom. Right there. We're just embracing that. It's like we're surrounded by mountains here. All these ranges here in where we live. It's amazing. Yeah. I think it's one of the most unappreciated things.
It's true. I think anyone who's feeling the pump, all the stress and all the rest of it, if you can't go overseas, if you can't run away from your problems for a moment, like I do.
That's all it is, man.
Well, change is as good as a holiday. But I'm thinking like every time I would say it's getting, I'm feeling the burn of pressure or anything like that. You just go for a walk or hike or whatever and just stop and you think, oh God, I'm hot and sweaty, this is shit, blah blah blah, I got so much to do. Put your feet in a creek, as long as it's not crocodiles or anything like murder, death, kill.
Right? Be careful, North Queensland.
Just put your feet in a creek and just sit for a second and just have 5 seconds. I know you can't stand still for very long because I can't. I'm like 5 minutes and that's all. But 5 minutes, just chill and just reevaluate. You're like, okay, I'm good. You just, if it's the bare minimum to get through your life, do that.
Yeah,
because if you're just sitting in your room typing out your mad thesis and stuff like that, you just or anything, if you're trying to get through MATLAB, you need your chill time. You'll come back twice as strong every time.
100%. But at the same time, it's so easy to get caught up in the momentum of it. You just get stuck into it, and you're just in it, man. You're just you're in it. Just you're doing it, and then and then days go by, weeks go by, and you haven't gone.
That's survival,
and you're just doing it. You grind and you churn away. Yeah, I'm getting it done. But then in the meantime, that stress is like building up. But you gotta. It was actually an article I read. Is like one of the biggest things in Australia is like the people haven't got that work-life balance.
Yeah.
They're too focused on work and they're not balanced with their life. And it's funny that we actually got to separate work and life. And it should be just really like, why can't we just be level-headed human beings?
Because we're not healthy. We start partying and we just don't stop partying for like 5-6 years. I think that's the biggest stressful that I put on myself is like, I'm slacking off and I'm going to keep slacking off forever and I'm going to procrastinate and then I'm going to be behind and get stressed.
Yeah.
And you think that all the time. It's not.
That's the ego, maybe. Always wanting to do better. Yeah. But we're so hard on ourselves sometimes. I know I certainly am. I'm so hard on myself thinking, I'm not doing good enough. But at the same time, you kind of need that.
Yeah.
Because you can be sitting on the couch one day going, I'll get to it. Yeah. And then you're like, don't be so hard on yourself, mate. And then you're like, hold on a second, get off your ass and get that assignment done, you bloody bastard.
You got shit to do. Yeah. And that's the case. That's the frightening thing. I think a lot of people are just like, I'm never going to, if I slack off now, I'm going to keep slacking off.
Yeah.
And you're probably right. So there's that fine thing. But you'll know when you're stressed out of your head, you forget your own name nearly. And you're like, I got to go do something else for a moment. For a moment. That's the key word, moment.
That's it. Yeah.
Not for months.
Yeah.
Or not for the entire semester.
Yeah. And keep track of things.
Go kiss a girl.
Go kiss a girl.
Go kiss a girl.
Get a hug.
Or a girl. Go kiss another girl as well.
Get a nice hug. Oh, dude. We're on a roll.
You're burping.
I'm burping, man. These beers are getting to me.
It's 4X, man. It's marked like poison. It's got 4 X's. Okay, this is Australian beer. It's got 4 X's on the front. It kind of looks like poison, and it goes down the same way. Cheap beer in the Beckmanville. Your University of Hard Knocks and Hard Liquor.
Well, if it was 3 X's, it'd be pornography.
Yes, true.
So we go for it's definitely poison.
I like this writing on it's kind of interesting. But anyway, that's us.
That is us, man. Like, well, what else do you want?
What do you want from me?
What else do you want?
I had a big year. I didn't do any podcasts. We're doing podcasts now. I'm completely burnt out, and I don't care about uni anymore. But I do care about uni because I want to finish this thing, get my certificate, wear a stupid hat, and call it a day.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a quitter, goddamn.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's on the back of like what we were saying, just real quick, I was thinking about this quote while we were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you. It was this one I heard the other day. It was, just be a little bit better than you were yesterday.
Ooh.
I love that. I go by that for a minute. Like I get a good quote and I'll write it down. Then I'll put it in my calendar. Like I'll just add reminder, and then I put all day, and then I just put every day.
Every day.
For forever. And then until I get sick of seeing it. And then every time I go into my calendar, I see it. Oh, yeah, you have to click on it for it to go away. So with the Google Calendars, it's a free calendar. That's one I use. And so I just do that. So then I see it every day, and it's just like, just be a little bit better than you were yesterday. So if you're like a little bit hard on yourself, like, oh, fuck, I didn't do anything yesterday, but shit, that was a good day watching that whole series of Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh shit, well, I can do a bit better today. Just have to be better than yesterday. All I have to do is one question today, and you're winning. And then tomorrow you do two, and then you just grow. It's simple, and just don't be,
Yeah, that's it.
I'm rambling.
No, you're right. It's like, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Boom.
I love that quote.
That's a great quote.
I love that.
And I feel like I've had most of the elephant, and I am sick of elephant.
Yeah.
But I could go a couple more bites.
Bloody another elephant quote that I was actually listening to. I was telling you about the Dave Chappelle new Netflix. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Bloody awesome. He actually says on there's like a thing. It's like, it's something about this. Like it's like a saying about an elephant. It's another reference. It's like, if you're too close to the elephant, you can't see it properly. So what you have to do is take a minute, step back, and then you can see the whole elephant now.
A big picture.
There you go. Now you can see the whole elephant.
I got another elephant one for
there
you.
There you go. Oh yeah, let's
you ready? So this is a little bit dark, but when the baby elephant's getting taught to like stay near the stump, near its restraint post, right? The baby elephant has a big, thick chain. When it's an adult elephant, it has a little tiny piece of rope that it can break easily.
Oh yeah, see
that? Breaking into the spirit. So it's very easy for us to. I'm going deeper than you. You're usually the one that goes deep.
It's good.
Usually, you'll be conditioned by society to be a certain way, and that chain has been around your neck, and then it turns into a piece of string, and then blah blah blah. So, I think it's a very good metaphor. As far as elephant metaphors go, is don't see it as a one-way ticket to success. If like university's cool, it's good, but there is plenty of ways to be successful in this life and do your own thing. So, but the main thing is you just, don't let that piece of string get you down. You can break that string.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a big, strong elephant.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to say, Beckman. You're a big, strong elephant. You could break that string.
Well, speaking of elephants in the room.
Hurry out. I'm getting drunk.
Craig's getting drunk.
Oh, lightweight. I have not drunk any water today. This is mixed with yeast and hops.
I did give Craig 600 mils of water before he started drinking.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This
it's
is
trapped in that container.
Oh, it's still unopened. Hang on, let me drink that now. I'm going to scull it.
Oh, you should have opened it for effect. Yes, thank you.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we got it. He's drinking water now.
Oh,
nice,
water's
man.
so hard to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, on command. No one likes to hear that. No one wants to hear me drinking water.
You know what people love hearing? When you squeeze the bottle into the microphone. No, they don't. I was just kidding. That's right in their ears.
Yeah, they love it. They love us laughing at them.
It's right in my ears too. Because we're monitoring this conversation.
You're going to have to edit this so much.
No, I'm just putting it on the internet.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, you lazy bum.
Who cares?
Editing.
Nah, man, this is recorded live on January the 19th of...
something.
Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
2018.
We've covered it's Friday. So as far as getting back to uni and stuff like that, I'm actually checking my work emails while I'm talking to you.
Do it.
But,
multitasking, I like it.
So you've got 3 units to do. What's your topics? What topics are you...
All right, so this semester?
Yep. Go.
So I'm doing structural design 2.
Structural design 2. I'm guessing structural related.
Yes.
Beams, lots of bending moments.
Yes, my favourite.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
Yeah,
you're going to use that.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to be going down the structural engineering route, my friend. Yeah. Dealing with bridge maintenance.
Oh, very good. We're going to get a thumbs down for that. What else? You got structural. You got your project.
Got project.
What's the second one?
So that's my research, and then I've got
third one. Sorry.
It's an elective, and it's environmental technology.
Environment. I've done that little chestnut.
What is that like?
That's a crossover course. Yeah, that is pure garbage.
Oh,
it's
please.
easy. It's easy though. It's easy, but you were going to touch lightly on not much at all. It's fine. It's just stream pollution and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're going to run a really zero math. So you're good.
I'm actually interested in this because I did public health last semester, and it sort of ties in with all that.
It's actually, some of it's really good. Like I went too deep in it as per usual, and I started doing like parts per million.
You started calculating stuff.
CO2, yeah, and it's migration. And I use the NASA Google Earth. There's like this Google Earth. I can't remember what it's called. It's a special name. It plots all the wind patterns. NASA have like their satellites and they track all the wind patterns. It's like a live.
Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, live wind patterns. NASA, Earth, blah, and what it does is it shows you at that very moment where the wind patterns are going and stuff like that, and parts per million. And I ran calculations of dispersion rates, and like plumage and all the rest of it.
Is it NASA?
I think it's got to be NASA. NASA the best.
Okay.
But it was like, so it was all the dispersion rates and stuff like that.
Portrait of global winds.
Nah, it's live. Put live. Type live.
Live. I've got live wind patterns. Earth NASA.
Yeah, try that.
That's what I've.
Oh, nothing.
Got this one.
It'll be like a weird name, like a school name.
I've got earth.nullschool.net.
Null school. See, school. The brain's still ticking over. This was like first semester last year.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is the globe.
Yeah.
Globe here.
It's trippy, isn't it?
And yeah, it is actually really trippy. It's kind of cool. You can see all these. It's like when you watch the news, you can see all the arrows, and it's showing the direction of the wind.
Null school.
So it's earth.nullschool.net if you want to look at
Change
this.
your life.
And
you can go deeper into it as well. There's other stuff that you can go like up to date, because there's wind patterns. There's like climate sensors everywhere. Every man and his dog's got a climate tracking sensor thing. So anyway, I got into plumage, and I went. You'll see when you get into it. But
yeah,
it was,
I was actually interested in the subject when I was reading the description of it, or the synopsis. Yeah.
Interesting way to say synopsis. Synopsis.
Sorry.
Synopsis. Our synapses aren't working.
This is how retarded I am.
Oh, we are.
Actually, I don't think you're allowed to say retarded anymore.
No, it's not politically correct.
Yeah, sorry.
One more thumb down for you. I'm going to pretend that all the thumbs down are for you and not my poor mic skills.
It's going to demoralize us. Thumbs down. But yeah, no, I was actually really interested in. So it was synopsis.
Yeah, you're reading the abstract of what the course is going to be like.
Yeah, that's it.
A little rundown.
Boom. Learning.
Yeah, you should be fine. It's easy though. So like nobody fails it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. So
I'm happy with that.
So lock it in, Eddie.
Lock it in, Eddie. Yeah, it's already locked in.
For $1 million.
And I was actually considering doing, because of the clash I've got with my residential school, which is basically just an intensive week of the prac instead of doing it over the semester. Oof. It's like you just do it all in 1 week, and we just call it residential school.
Yeah, it's a week of hell.
Yeah, it's a week of hell.
You don't sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. And we've got a clash with civil systems and hydraulics too. I think we did talk about that before.
Yeah, I've done all my pracs, so I'm pretty happy, except for the work experience and the final year presentation thing. So I've got to do my final year presentation, which I'm cool. I'm gonna make up some sweet YouTube action, me breaking a bike, I guess, jumping a bike. I might take a bike down a fire trail or something, or a big mountain or something. You can put like cake going the distance in the background. It's going the distance. I know, like a shitty push bike that I made. That's all bent and shit.
All right, dude. This actually will be our final question. If you're happy to wrap it up after this question,
been gone for a while. Yeah.
Dude, we've actually been going for an hour.
It's plenty.
Dude, that's heaps, man. We're going good. And this is our first podcast back. But this actually came up, and I wrote it down, and I was like, this would be cool to hear what you think on this. Oh, yeah. So
should have done this at the start.
No. This is cool to finish it off. So everyone can comment, like, what's something this. So what is something from your childhood that children today wouldn't understand? Like something you did from your childhood or something. So my one was, when you're in Word and you use the save icon, that's a floppy disk.
I don't think
I don't think many children will understand what a floppy disk unless they really look into it.
Yeah. There's a lot they probably don't understand, like Yo-Ho Diablo.
I don't even know what that is.
Right? That's just a stick and a round funnel thing that you went and Stickballed it.
Yo-ho Diablo.
Yo-ho Diablo. I don't even know. It's probably like the Diablo stickball thing.
Oh shit!
It's there you go. Yeah. It's 2 sticks, a piece of string,
and
connecting
like,
the 2 sticks in a funnel thing in the middle.
Is it like more of like an egg timer?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I know the thing you're talking about.
Yeah,
you used to get that from the Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commonly known as the show if you come from the country in Australia.
Oh yeah.
Went to the show.
Oh, to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Echo from here.
No one else calls it the Echo apart from Brisbane people. Which is weird. You might as well call it the Schmorken or something.
The Schmorken.
Yeah. So instead of like a bottle of water, we're going to call it Blue Blue.
Blue Blue.
Yeah, I just drank a whole Blue Blue. No one knows what you're talking about. No, the Echo.
What's the Echo? It's like Australian slang almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amongst Australians.
Could it be any more Australian? Echo.
Echo, mate.
Oh.
Go down and fucking ride these carnival rides there.
Come on, Daryl.
Come on, Daryl. They're carnies, man. No
them.
teeth.
Yeah, but they make a fortune.
Oh, they do.
What a life. Selling fairy floss to young children. That's what I aspire to.
And on that note... we have to put a song on just to finish her up, mate.
Let's put a song on and get the hell off. Stop wasting these people's time. They come here expecting some sort of coherent thought. I mean, you went to the wrong shop today. What are you putting on? It's like Frozen or something.
Trying hard not to fall.
All right, people. This is the end of the podcast. We're just listening to a bit of music and finishing our beverages.
We're gonna just keep getting
on a
drunk.
Friday afternoon. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be face down in the pool.
Any last words, Craig? Did you want to just give a shout out to anyone? Give some love.
Absolutely no one at all. I want to talk to. Just leave me the hell alone for this year. Don't come near me. I'm busy. Just don't contact me. Just leave me the hell alone.
Find him on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah. just stop. I'm trying to make a bike, goddammit.
All right, people. Subscribe if you like it. Facebook, we've got our little page that we're never on.
Nope.
But hey, I'm 100% active. I think we've still got like a really good rating for response time.
Yes.
So that's got to be a good thing.
That's the thing. We don't have t-shirts. Everyone's got t-shirts these days.
We're not selling anything yet. We're not that good.
Yeah.
But we
probably never will.
Well, once we get a bit more consistency, I think we'll start.
You want to sell t-shirts?
Adding new stuff. Yeah, for sure. We'll make some funny t-shirts up. Why not?
I want to sell t-shirts.
Why not?
What are we going to put on it?
See if we can sell one.
I want to see if we can go for one t-shirt.
No, we'll sell. Actually, we'll make two up, and then we'll sell one.
We'll do it by hand. We'll make it by hand
with Nico pens.
Yes. Yes. Love it.
All right, that's our next project.
Your next project.
All right, guys,
we'll
enjoy.
Do it while we're at the podcast.
Yes, enjoy the show, Craig.
Yes.
Is that it?
That's it.
Much love, my brother.
Get the hell out of here.
Boop. Bones it out. Love it.
All right. Bye.
That's it. Another one in the books, man.